Alright, welcome in everybody to BMC Collectibles Breaks. I'm B. Today we've got one case of 2025 Panini Impeccable Baseball to get into. While we get started, feel free to like and subscribe. You can also follow us on Instagram, bmc.collectibles, and save it to the seller on eBay. And that will make it that much easier to get back to us for more breaks. And let you know we go live and eBay Live. Also, to mention no purchase necessary for link down in the description. Ugh. Sorry about the delay, everybody. At even the slightest hint of bad weather, people in the South forget how to exist as human beings, I swear. Had to be witness for a car crash and hang out, wait for the cops to get there and all that fun stuff. So just running a little bit late. Box number one. Good luck, everybody. Cam Caminiti, 11/35. Jace Laviolette, 14/60. Teo Guillen, 11/35. Chuck Knobloch, Redemption. Exploding Trees, exactly. Nick York, 53/99. Jace Young, 6/25. Jose Canseco, 19/25. Barry Larkin, 5/10. And Jumbo Patch, 2/5. Trey Savage. Boom. Today was yesterday was a very active day for the MLB side of things. Mets finally decided to do stuff. Any good cards yesterday? Yesterday the office was actually closed up. So the correct answer is no cards. Not even bad ones. Malcolm Moore, 7/99. Ben Hess, 3/5. Nick Kurtz, 17/60. Caleb Bomer, 24/35. Jace Bowen, 12/25. Todd Frazier, 65/99. Rhett Lauder, 5/35. Albert Pujols, 9/25. And St. Louis Stars, Cam Smith, 37/99. And final box of the break. Box number 3. Cooper Pratt, 7/25. Bobby Miller, 27/99. Gary Sheffield, 17/99. Bryce Matthews, 22/25. And Griff O'Farrell, 22/25. Kyle Teal, 25/25. Jake Arrieta, 7/10. Dwight Gooden, 6/25. And final card of the break. One Troy ounce of fine silver. Aiden Miller, 10/25. And that will do it, everybody. Thank you all so much for being part of the break, as always. Go and get a hit recap going real quick. For the hits, Cam Caminiti, Chuck Knobloch, Barry Larkin, Ben Hess, Caleb Bowman, Albert Pujols, Cam Smith, Cooper Pratt, Bobby Miller, Gary Sheffield, Bryce Matthews, Griff O'Farrell, Dwight Gooden, Aiden Miller, Jace Laviolette, Nick York, Jace Young, Jose Canseco, Malcolm Moore, Nick Kurtz, Jace Bowen, Kyle Teal, Jake Arrieta, Theo Guillen, Trey Savage, Todd Frazier, and Rhett Lauder. Was that an ounce of silver? It was. All right, that is it for baseball. We are on to 2025 Leaf Football Nation Solo Edition, I do believe. We'll be back to that in just a second. All right, welcome in, everybody, to the BMC Collectibles Breaks. I'm B. Today we've got one case of 2025 Leaf Football Nation Solo Edition to get into. While we get started, feel free to like and subscribe. You can also follow us on Instagram, bmc.collectibles, and save us as a seller on eBay. That will make it that much easier to get back to us for more breaks. And let you know we go live to be live. Also mention no purchase necessary from link down in the description. What cards were those? That was Impeccable Baseball. Pack number 1. Archie Manning, LaDainian Tomlinson, and De'Aaron Hill. 1/1. Zach Katz, Caleb Cunningham, and Randy White. 1/1. James Simon, Caden Durham, and Mason Holtzclaw. 6/15. Jordan McLeod, Tyreek Hill, and CJ Daniels. 2/6, or 2/8, excuse me. Peyton Houston, Nate Frazier, and Tommy Castellanos. 3/4. Alvin Bethea, Dia Bell, and Will Griffin. 6/8. Elijah Haven, Rob Gronkowski, and Mabry Metzauer. 2/2. Alvin Kasuga, Ethan Grunkemeyer, Harlan Berry. 4/6. Francisco Totti, Casey Conception, and TJ Harden. 5/5. Danny White, Noah Roberts, and Faison Brandon. 3/5. Caleb Jackson, Byron Brown, and Dylan Risk. 1/6. Fernando Mendoza, Tate Reynolds, and Derek Meadows. 4/5. Zach Katz, Carnell Tate, and CJ Bailey. 7/15. Jack Endries, CJ Daniels, and Amar Johnson. 3/5. Wonderful Jam Ons, Harlan Berry, and Antoine Wells Jr. 6/7. Patrick Peterson, Darian Williams, Rudolph Blaze Ingram. 1/1. Kaden Norwegian, Brian Bosworth, and Jacoby George. 3/15. Trevor Jackson, Jake Brennenstuhl, and Jalen Henderson. 1/1. Jared Curtis, Fernando Torres, and Colston Loveland. 1/7. Ashton Jetty, Elijah Spencer, and Amarian Hampton. 3/7. DJ Lagway, Cade Klubnik, and Ashton Genty. 5/8. Nice. Le'Veon Moss, Michael Hawkins Jr., and Carson Gordon. 1/6. Sawyer Robertson, Jeremiah Love, and Mason Heinchel. 6/15. Declan Rice, dual press through for William and Michael Dean Perry. That'll be headed to random.org at the end of the break. And Juju Lewis. 6/6. Jerome Bettis Jr., Deuce Robinson, and Israel Abrams. 13/15. Jared Curtis, Paul Victor, And Noah Grubbs. 8 of 15. Filippo Inzaghi, Caden Durham, and Dylan Sampson. 5 of 5. Jordan Tyson, Rudolph Blaze Ingram, and Le'Veon Moss. Danny White, Daniel Melky, and Ulysses Bentley IV. 2 of 4. And final pack. Peyton Falzoni, Giorgio Chiellini, and Brady Edmonds. Close us out. 1 of 7. And that will do it, everybody. Thank you all so much for being part of the break, as always. Appreciate having y'all in here on a Friday morning. Thursday morning? Thursday morning. Alright, let's get a hit recap going real quick, then we'll take care of our random. For the hits, De'Aaron Hill, Archie Manning, Caleb Cunningham, Caden Durham, CJ Daniels, Alvin Bethea, Dia Bell, Elijah Haven, Helen Mikasuga, Ethan Grunkemeyer, Harlan Berry, Francisco Totti, Danny White, Faison Brandon, Byron Brown, Dylan Risk, Fernando Mendoza, Derek Meadows, Carnell Tate, CJ Bailey, CJ Daniels, Amar Johnson, Harlan Berry, Antoine Wells Jr., Darian Williams, Brian Bosworth, Fernando Torres, Colson Loveland, Ashton Jeanty, Elijah Spencer, DJ Lagway, Cade Klubnik, Ashton Jeanty, Declan Rice, Deuce Robinson, Filippo Inzaghi, Caden Durham, Dylan Sampson, Danny White, Daniel Melky, Giorgio Chiellini, and Brady Edmonds. LT, James Simon, Mason Holtzclaw, Jordan McLeod, Peyton Houston, Nate Frazier, Mabry Metzauer, KC Conception, Noah Roberts, Caleb Jackson, Jack Endries, Patrick Peterson, Caden Weegan, Jacoby George, Jake Burningstool, Jalen Henderson, Jared Curtis, Amarian Hampton, Le'Veon Moss, Michael Hawkins Jr., Carson Gordon, Jeremiah Love, Mason Heinchel, Juju Lewis, Jerome Bettis Jr., Israel Abrams, Jared Curtis, Powell Victor, Noah Grubbs, Jordan Tyson, Le'Veon Moss, and Peyton Falzoni. Zach Katz, Randy White, Tyreek Hill, Tommy Castellanos, Will Griffin, Rob Gronkowski, TJ Harden, Tate Reynolds, Zach Katz, Wonderful Chad Mons, Rudolph Blaze Ingram, Trevor Jackson, Sawyer Robertson, Rudolph Blaze Ingram, and Ulysses Bentley IV. And headed to random.org. Dual press proof for William and Michael Dean Perry. Alright, that is it for football. We are on to 2025 Leaf History Book Multisport. That'll be coming up in a few minutes. First, we're going to head to random.org and knock this thing out. Back with that in just a second. right, we've got random the door pulled up and good to go. Got to roll some dice. See what they're higher to for us. We're going to go 6 times on the random. William Michael the Imperi up. That is 5 times. Final roll. William Perry with the win. Congratulations. All right. We'll be back in just a few seconds with 2025 Leaf History Book Multisport. All right, welcome in everybody to BMC Collectibles Breaks. I'm B. Today we've got a 1 case of 2025 Leaf History Book Sports Edition, Chapter 2 to get into. While we get started, feel free to like and subscribe. You can also follow us on Instagram, bmc.collectibles, and save us as a seller on eBay. That'll make it that much easier to get back to us for more breaks and let you know we go live and be live. Also, mention no purchase necessary. Link down in the description. Box number 1. Good luck, everybody. Oh, you've got a redemption in there. But first, Book of Honors, 5 of 10. Will Chamberlain, Magic Johnson, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, Charles Barkley, Bill Walton, Akeem Olajuwon, Moses Malone, David Robinson, Julius Erving, Karl Malone, Larry Bird, and Shaquille O'Neal. And redemption. Lamine Yamal. Autobiography. Boom. Box number 2. Souvenir book. 7 of 10. LeBron James. Boom. And spinning yarns, Barry Sanders. 1 of 1. Box 3. Power book. 15 of 15. Lou Gehrig, Manny Ramirez, Ted Williams, Eddie Murphy, Reggie Jackson, Ralph Kiner, Ernie Banks, Mark McGuire, Eddie Matthews, Sammy Sosa, Kyle Yastrzemski, and Albert Pujols. And matchbook dual auto for Cameron Boozer and Caden Boozer. (20 of 25). Black Book, Katie Ledecky, Hope Solo, Cameron Brink, Jade Cargill, Alex Morgan, Chris Cyborg, Arena Sabalenka, and Sophia Smith. Boom. Two of 10. And pages of history. LeBron James, Kobe Bryant, Dwayne Wade, Grant Hill, Vince Carter, Karl Malone, Tim Duncan, Dirk Nowitzki, Chris Webber, and Kevin Garnett. 17 of 25. Souvenir book, 1 of 3. Cristiano Ronaldo. Sick patches. And Books of Generations. 4 of 4. Elvin Hayes, Charles Barkley, and Giannis Antetokounmpo. Oh. Spinning Yarns, 2 of 25. Patrick Ewing. And Matchbook, Bo Jackson and LT, Lawrence Taylor. 1 of 2. Boom. Box 7. Matchbook, Lionel Messi and Zinedine Zidane. Boom. 2 of 5. And art book for Dylan Gabriel. Box 8, Autobiography, Conor McGregor. 14 of 20. Missing a couple volumes in that. And art book, Dennis Rodman. 2 of 3. Box 9. Book of Legends, 9 of 10. Pele, Cristiano Ronaldo, Lionel Messi, Franz Beckenbauer, David Beckham, Diego Maradona, Erling Haaland, Endrick, Neymar, Kylian Mbappe, Vinicius Jr., and Jude Bellingham. Boom. Great patch, especially the 3 Lions patch down at the bottom. That's cool. Gabriel is 5 of 25. And Chuck and the Worm. Double booked. 9 of 15. Yeah, Messi ends it. Oh, nice. That was going to be a tough random. Final box to break. Box number 10. Good luck, everybody. Reminder that we have 2 more cases of this up or going up. Thankfully, we were able to find more. Definitely my favorite product of 2025. Aside from the whole, like, you know, having to shave off stickers. Autobiography 1 of 1. Katie Ledecky. Boom. And final card of the break. Spinning Yarns. Giannis Antetokounmpo. Nine of 25. And that will do it, everybody. Thank you all so much for being part of the break. As always, we really do appreciate it. And look forward to having you all back in here sometime soon. We've got other multi-sport stuff, as well as more cases of History Book. Also, if you enjoy History Book, I think you'll like In the Game Used. And 2026, or no, 2025 In the Game Used is finally coming out. That's coming out, I think, the end of the month. A little past the end of the month. Alright, for the things that don't have to go to random.org. Messi and Zizou. Giannis. Conor McGregor. Dennis Rodman. Dylan Gabriel. Barry Sanders. Redemption for Lamine Yamal. One of 1, Katie Ledecky. Patrick Ewing. Cristiano Ronaldo. And LeBron James. And for everything headed to random.org, bear with me, there are a lot. And then we'll also take some time to type all those names out. Caden and Cameron Boozer. Chuck and Dennis Rodman. LT and Bo. LeBron James, Kobe Bryant, Dwayne Wade, Grant Hill, Vince Carter, Karl Malone, Tim Duncan, Chris Webber, Dirk Nowitzki, Kevin Garnett. Katie Ledecky, Cameron Brink, Alex Morgan, Arena Sabalenka, Hope Solo, Jade Cargill, Chris Cyborg, and Sophia Smith. Pele, CR7, Lionel Messi, Franz Beckenbauer, Diego Maradona, David Beckham, Erling Haaland, Endrick, Neymar, Kylian Mbappe, Vinicius Jr., and Jude Bellingham. Elvin Hayes, Charles Barkley, and Giannis Antetokounmpo. Lou Gehrig, Ted Williams, Reggie Jackson, Ernie Banks, Eddie Matthews, Collier Yastrzemski, Manny Ramirez, Eddie Murray, Ralph Kiner, Mark McGuire, Sammy Sosa, and Albert Pujols. And Will Chamberlain, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, Bill Walton, Moses Malone, Julius Erving, Larry Bird, Magic Johnson, Charles Barkley, Akeem Olajuwon, David Robinson, Karl Malone, and Shaquille O'Neal. All right, that is it for us for today. Thank you all so much for being part of the breaks. As always, we're going to head over to random.org real quick and knock all these out. We'll be back with that in just a few minutes. Alright, we've got Random the Door pulled up and good to go. Gotta roll some dice. Gotta throw a high to be valid for us. We're gonna go at 9 times on each random, starting off with Cameron and Caden Boozer. Bottom roll. Cameron Boozer with the win. Congratulations. Charles Barkley and Dennis Robin. Final roll. Charles Barkley coming out on top. Bo Jackson and Lawrence Taylor. Final roll. Bo Jackson with the win. Alvin Hayes, Charles Barkley, and Giannis Antetokounmpo. Final roll. Giannis Antetokounmpo with the win. Congratulations. LeBron James, Kobe Bryant, Dwayne Wade, Grant Hill, Vince Carter, Kevin Garnett, Dirk Nowitzki, Chris Webber, and Tim Duncan. I feel like I'm missing a name from that. One sec. Let me make sure of that. Let's see. There should be 8 names. Or 10 names? Should be 10 names. Let's see. Who are we missing? Karl Malone. With good reason, to be honest. Understandable to try to skip over that. Now then. Depends where we were. That is 7 times. 8 times. Final roll. Kobe Bryant with the win. Congratulations. Kayla Ledecky, Cameron Brink, Alex Morgan, Arena Sabalenka, Hope Solo, Jade Carl, Chris Cyborg, and Sophia Smith. That is 8 times. Final roll. Hope Solo with the win. Congratulations. Pele, Erling Haaland, Lionel Messi, Diego Maradona, Neymar, Vinicius Jr., Endrick, Cristiano Ronaldo, Franz Beckenbauer, David Beckham, Kylian Mbappe, and Jude Bellingham. That's 8 times. Final roll. Jude Bellingham with the win. Congratulations. Will Chamberlain, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, Bill Walton, Moses Malone, Julius Erving, Larry Bird, Magic Johnson, Charles Barkley, Akeem Olajuwon, David Robinson, Karl Malone, and Shaquille O'Neal. That is 9 times. David Robinson with the win. Congratulations. And Reggie Jackson, Ernie Banks, Eddie Matthews, Carter Yastrzemski. That's what they're right. Manny Ramirez, Eddie Murray, Ralph Kiner, Mark McGuire, Sammy Sosa, and Albert Pujols. That is 8 times. Final roll. Sammy Sosa with the win. Congratulations. All right. That is it for us for today. Thank y'all again. This has been BMC Collectibles Breaks. We look forward to having y'all back in here sometime soon. And until next, everybody, hope you have a great weekend up ahead of you. And stay safe. You're down here in the south with the fun weather flying in.